Oh, hold up, people. Hold up. I'm tripping. Shout out to my man, Duke. It's the process. Hold up. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Hold up, people. I'm tripping. But y'all see the title, so I'm going to ask some questions, and I want to see if people come up and see if they can answer the question for me. Hold up, my people. Man, hold up, man. Fuck that. I don't even know what I did with it. What I'm doing, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. My desk all crowded. I got all types of shit up here. My fault, people. My desk all crowded. My shit all crowded up here, man. Like, but anyway, I want to play my shit, man. What the fuck is going on? I need my. Hold up, man. I need my. Which one I want to play?
I'm talking cosmos and sun talk. So regardless if I'm here today or tomorrow, if I'm gone tomorrow, and you ain't never seen another video from me or ever had to hear from me again, guess what you gotta hear from? The fucking sun in the sky. All day, every day.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Cause the sun has returned. Don't wanna go outside.
Cause you might get burned.
Get 'em, get 'em,
Get 'em, get 'em, get 'em.
go outside. Get them CMEs. Get 'em, get 'em,
Get 'em, get 'em.
gotta go outside. Get them CMEs. Then we go outside. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Cause the sun has returned. Don't wanna go outside. Cause you might get burned. Yeah, first off, I'm a star seed, not an N-I-G-G-A. Got no sunscreen, no umbrella, just neural DNA. I'm a hot boy, but a hot boy. Stay 98.6. Yeah, that's soul food, that's raw food. Outside where I get my fix, you can see me glowing. Flexing all these rays, my reflection I am made. Manifesting as I gain. Don't get me going, cause the sun exposing. It's the age of Aquarius. Rise up, you feel it. Now we go outside.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Cause the sun has returned. He's back. Don't wanna go outside. Stay home, cause you might get burned. Get 'em, get 'em, get 'em, get 'em. Gotta go outside. Get them CMEs.
Get 'em, get 'em.
Get 'em, get 'em. Gotta go outside. Get them CMEs, baby.
It don't make a difference. They will no longer live comfortable on the planet. Just so that you know, even the ones that are at the golf course and saying, I'm not going to the water, I'm not over there by the fire, you are all up underneath the sun.
You having fun, boy?
Good with fun, boy.
Better
Run, boy.
Here comes the sun, boy. Procreate, you can't stop it. This knowledge profit, no college tactics. Tell me where you come from. Tell me where you were made. I'm from the sun. It's best that you behave. The return has returned. Listen and you learn. Yo, collide said it best.
Some blood, some blood, some blood.
It's time we go outside.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Cause the sun has returned.
It's warmer at night than it is during the day. Cause you might get burned. Get 'em, get 'em, get 'em, get 'em. Go outside, get them CMEs. Get 'em, get 'em, get 'em, get 'em, get 'em. Go outside, get them CMEs, baby.
Go outside.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
The sun has returned.
We're gonna go outside, cause you might get burned. Yes, oh my people, we see the title of the show, man. Listen. It is what it is. It is what it is. Why is there 12-to-1 ratio when it comes to women and men? We talk about, if you understand biology and anatomy, you understand that in order for you to create the best, you gotta procreate with the best. So therefore, if the consciousness is energy, that is consciousness, point blank and simple. And how do we know this? Because as above, so below, as within, so without. The brain works just like the cosmos. The cosmos is plasma energy, and you have electrical impulses through that triggers parts of your brain through what you would call pulling in light through your photon light through your eyes, or even your sensory receptors on your skin, your ears, or your 12 cranial nerves, your ears, your eyes, your nose, your mouth. It sends electrical signals to your brain, and you perform the physical actions that the program that is installed inside your computer bank. So the cosmos is all this already programmed. Everyone is following suit of the cosmos. So we are all one as a whole. So when people there is a difference as opposed to energy that comes directly from the sun, as opposed to energy inside your batteries that programs your remote or your vehicles or your electronics. There is a total different type of energy. Each time each time the universe manifests herself, she manifests something a smidge size less than her physically, but maintains all her capabilities. So more importantly, if the universe is consciousness, and that's God, right? Wouldn't God want to manifest itself, or him or herself, into something that fully represents itself? Why would it inhabit or create something that's not of itself, less than? That would show incompetence on God's part. So how could myself, energy can't be destroyed, nor can it be created. So that means you are what you already are. It's not all of a sudden, as so-called black people, you didn't all of a sudden become aware that you are a male or a female. Your energy, who you truly are is a soul, says your energy says you are a female or a male. And guess what happens? When you inhabit your suit is a direct reflection of your soul. And your soul is a direct reflection of the cosmos. And if your suit is a direct reflection of your soul, then wouldn't your suit have a reflection of the cosmos? Let's start with our hair, our fingerprint, you can start with over top of our pineal gland. You have the solar system literally spinning over top of our pineal gland. Literally. Thank Dr. Layla Africa and other biologists and scientists and chemists for discovering that fact about us. So wouldn't the universe want to manifest him, or itself into its highest representation? And then if I want to be a land serpent, then guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to be the highest supreme physical being on land. And everything else will come off of me. See? Simple as that. So people talk about, you can reincarnate and come back as a white person. You can reincarnate and come back as an Asian person. You can reincarnate. That's all trickology. That's all to make people feel good about the lie that they have accepted about their existence. about their biological identification to the planet. That's all that did was for them to accept that, make them more comfortable in their skin. But that's not true. That's not true. That's not biologically, because if it was true, nobody would get offense. Nobody will feel like it's hatred, racism, separation, what else? Division. Nobody else will feel that the one thing that your government is denying that they have control of, but they watch it and try to come to as much of an understanding of it as possible, is DNA. Not one of them. So that comes from the creator himself. So how could you, if you don't have love and admiration for who you are and your genetic composition, how could you ever have love, respect, and value and appreciation for me? You couldn't. Because you are living a lie within yourself. So that's not racism. People come in here and continue, and it's only the fake accounts, and it's one or two so-called other races of people that want to label me as a racist individual and think that I'm okay with some of the characteristics my brothers and sisters are displaying from that the same characteristics that the European, the Asian race, and the Arab race have displayed against us. And more importantly, what we don't know, the nigga that's trying to sell you a bridge from the nigga that's trying to sell you the Golden Gate Bridge, right? And your hood is trying to come up. He's not dangerous as opposed to the nigga that knows history and have an understanding of somewhat of an understanding about the things that are taking place upon the cosmos and with you. They're more dangerous to you at this particular time and moment. You have the slightest idea. The joker that's selling coke, the dude that's robbing, that's killing, he ain't no danger. The danger is the individuals that are right now that have some sort of idea that even scream about their degrees and couldn't come to the awareness that the reason why we are continuing this life cycle of complete destruction is because the same bloodline that literally fed you to crocodiles and did medical experimentations, literally created their whole medical system was created off of our abuse, literally, and their education system. So literally, them right there, they couldn't come to this realization that we need to stop allowing you all to educate our children. You either was too dumb to realize what was going on, to have that many of our people connected to you, and you allow an entity or someone to buy your tongue, or you were in on it. It's either one or the other. It's either one or the other. It is what it is. You're not going to sit here and tell me point blank. You don't see Western education in China. You don't see Western education in Saudi Arabia. You don't see Western education in Russia. You see Western education in Africa and America. On us people. You don't see none of that. You see Asian people teaching Asian people. And when their children get to a certain age, then I can send you abroad to get Western education because there's more money in that, because your experiment and there's more benefits in that. Let me just not say money because people think it's surrounding money. It's not money. It's benefits in that far as genetics. See, this is why I say our children can be around other races of people, but not until they reach their second trimester. And their second trimester is 14 years old. We go off the chakras. We go off of how many years it takes for our organs to do a full replenishment of themselves. 7 years. So we go 7, 14. Now our children should be with just us for those 14 years. And then from there, if they choose to get or mingle and do whatever they want to do with other races, that's your choice. That's your choice. But they should be with us. So, I just wanted to drop them facts real fast. Because, I always tell you, it's two things that I always say to my brothers and sisters. The age of Aquarius, where the truth is more disturbing than the lie, and the lie tastes good to a thirsty heart. Yeah. It's two things I always say. Facts. Call it what you want. See, here's the issue. Everybody want to be in denial of this right here. So when they talk about, when people, first of all, Earth is in the middle. The white side is the daytime side. The night is the nighttime side. The dark side is the nighttime side. So this Exodus diamond right here is Goals 18, Goals 16 satellite. They orbit Earth, right? This is the dome right here. This here monitors the magneto's pulse. November 8th, 2023 UTC time. So it's ahead. So look at the energy on the daytime side. Look at the energy on the daytime side. And look at the backside energy and how it envelops the entirety of the planet with gamma radiation. On high levels of gamma radiation. This is why your skies are purple, red, yellow in countries. You keep thinking that's just colors. That's ice crystals. They done lied to you. That's radiation, baby. High levels of radiation. And when you look over here, this monitors the solar wind, how fast that radiation is hitting Earth. Now, if this went all the way up to 701 kilometers per second. So you can say, Alexa, how fast is 701 kilometers per second equals out to how many miles per hour? 1.5, almost 1.6 million miles per hour. This radiation is hitting Earth. And then, hold on, my apologies. Look at the backside right here. See this right here? Look at the arrows. The arrows represents the solar radiation. This is the magneto's pulse, but we're looking at the solar wind. This is the magneto's pulse. This is this right here. The dome that protects you from harmful gamma radiation. I don't need protection from the sun. Now, these rays represent the sun in the daytime. See? White side, daytime. The radiation should go hit the dome. Some of it should hit Earth and some of it should go past and go out into so-called space. Look at these arrows turning around. Look at these arrows. Look at this solar energy turning back into the planet. Into the planet. And we understand the effects of ionized radiation and how it causes malignancy when it comes to cancer tumors. Because your body don't get rid of ionized particles. Ionized radiation separates the electrons. Electrons is feminine energy. Just so that you know, my sisters, which guardian, you are the guardians. You don't even know this. You think it's the guys. It's a total fucking reverse. Yo, Turk, what's up? What's up, my brother? Abundance to you. So, it separates the electrons. It said, move out the way, sisters. Get out the way. I need to see this in here. And the UVA, UVB, and UVC radiation. Now, UVC radiation, which is a detoxifier, a germ killer, a mutating wavelength, is altering the atom, which is the smallest unit in the building block of the cells, which is altering the genetic code of every living organism on this planet. This is why Israel, Palestine. This is why I Ukraine, Russia. This is why COVID. This is why China, Taiwan, North Korea, Iran, the Saudis. You understand? Hamas. This is why all of this is jumping off. Because it's the race against the fucking sun. It's the race against the sun. Oh, they want to pull martial law in America. No, they don't. You got to understand universal law, the truth and the lie. They got to give you both. Agenda 2030. What? We need to get these jokers to kill each other off. Why you think it's getting so many immigrants? Where are the women at? All the males are coming in. Where are the women? China man, Asian man, the Arab man, coming in here, and along with others, young men. It's the race against the sun, making completely total chaos on this French toast planet. Total chaos. I know I got off tangents because I went over here and did this damn reading, but I wanted to go off of this title real fast. This title, and I want to pull some people up and see if some people can answer that question. Why is it that the divine creator of it all, that those that believe in the divine creator of it all instead of a collective consciousness, why did we collectively, or why did the divine creator of all have it set up that women outnumber us 12-1? Now, let me say this to you. All right, not a problem. I got you. I'm going to add this brother up here because he said something. So let me say, hold on, there's people in here. Oh, Turk in this joint too. Let me add my people secure. I'm not scared. Okay. So I want to ask sisters. So before I add any brother, I want to see what a sister got to say. I want to know, why did the divine creator of it all, or us collectively, stated or designed it in a way that women outnumber us 12-1. And it's like right now, and respectfully, abundance. You absolutely right. 20-1. It's like 20-1 now. This is no bullshit, but I'm just stating, if we were all, let's just say the European man ain't around, it ain't nobody around, it's just us. I would like to pull a female. I like to pull a female up that can answer the question, that we can have a, intellectual conversation. And you tell me, why is it that we are 12-1? And I want to know the woman, and I want to know the woman that's willing to sit back and say, you know what, and practice Western ideology under 12-1 and say, you know what, I want to have my earthly experience, but I don't want to have I don't want to experience the part of creativity far as having a child, but I want to have an earthly experience. So I want to know those right there. I want to know that you will go your entire life. That means you don't even want to talk. That means you won't even talk to men, and you won't even let a man talk to you. You will be like, hi, brother, and keep it moving. You won't even have any conversations with males at all. Because you say, you know what? All women didn't come here to create life. Not a problem. All black women didn't come here to create life. But yet your genetics says so. Your genetics says so. So those that say, I want to know, why did the universe individually or us collectively have it set up where as though that we have it divinely set that women outnumber males 12-1, and the women that feel as though, hey, listen, I would have just had an earthly experience and not haven't had any children. Not in this condition, though. Now, minus slavery, minus the fact that you're living like the way you're living. Just imagine, I want you to imagine this. Forget the Rolls Royce, forget the Bentley, forget the BMW, forget the fucking nail salon, the hair salons. Just imagine being able to be on a beach. You can drink the water. You look at the fish, you can look at the bottom of the ocean. You got the sun from the is 98 degrees on average during the day. And at night it's 80 to 85 degrees with the ocean breeze going on you. That's it. You ain't got no internet, you ain't got no television, you ain't got shit, you ain't got none of that. All that is worldly possessions. But you got your sisters though. And you got your sisters and you got your creations. All along the beach. And you say, listen, those that say, I want to know, those that say, hey, listen, now this is the conditions that we were in before we met these people. Avatar told you that. Just so that you know. The Avatar told you that. That's why you felt some type of way. And more importantly, they felt some type of way. Yes, about watching the first Avatar. That's why they had to do the second one the way they did it. But I ain't even watched the second one. It was too watered down for me. So anyway, so that's the way we were living. So I'm just asking you, why did the individual create it like that? So now I asked for women to come up here. Let me see if there's a female that want to come up here and answer this question. I would greatly appreciate that. I would greatly appreciate it because I get long list of a whole plethora of sometimes paragraphs and shit when I be posting some things. And I know the brothers want to come up here because y'all pretty gonna piggyback off what I'm saying because this is in our soul. But I'm just stating, I want to ask the sisters. I that's all I'm saying. I just want to ask the sisters that, especially the ones that be, you know what I mean, that be leaving them long messages. I want to ask you, first of all, don't tell me that it's more women than men on the planet. Because first and foremost, let's just make this very clear. I'm not concerned about no other woman or species because I'm not supposed to be sleeping with no other woman or species. So just so that we know that. And it's no disrespect to no other woman or species because you should be saying the same thing when it comes down to you. That you shouldn't be sleeping with no other species because you want the betterment of your species. Point blank and simple. Simple as that. So in order for you to create the best, you got to procreate with the best. I don't want to talk. Listen, if I hit this jaw, if I pull and hit you on your jaw, man, let me go off in here one more time, and I'm gonna go up here. Listen, no guys, only females. I only want to ask the female because I always get the guys to come up and the guys tell the truth. I'm not all of them, like the boy Chief. Why not? Yo, he funny as shit. You see how he be using some of my shit. Talking about I'd rather have 4 quarters than the 100 pennies. Yo, you funny as shit, Chief. Not why not? Yo, I just be vibing in here, man. I just be vibing. I want to see the women because when I pull up my man Shiz and Turk, I ain't pull up nobody to continue the cycle of life. Right, I got that. So why is it that it's such an issue in a so-called black community? It's 2 things that plague black people relationships. Matter of fact, I want to say it's one thing. It's ignorance. And then outside of ignorance is the cheating. Women don't care. Listen, let me say this to y'all. And I'm tired of women kicking this bullshit. Women don't care if you are a millionaire or not. That's just something that they want to say. They don't give a fuck. If that was the case, then Steve Harvey girl went and fucked the chef. Are you not understanding this? Most of the time when a female cheat on a dude, she's cheating with someone less of you. Because if he was someone more than you, she'd be like, nigga, I ain't fucking with you no more. I'm moving on. I found somebody he's more inspiring. He got more money than you. He take care of me. Blase, blase. I'm out. Yeah, I don't get that. Why are we in delusional in the community? Bro, I don't give a fuck about what y'all talking about, man. I don't be fooled by illusion shit on television. I'm confused. All right, here we go right here. Jada Pinkett wouldn't be fucking us, the young boy. When it comes to financial and status and clout, who has more, Will Smith or the young boy? Stop it. Oh, this is my sister right here. I could definitely, I'm going to add you, sister. Listen, let me pin you real fast. I'm going to definitely add you. I'm definitely going to add you. I'm definitely going to, hold. That's my sister. Where's she at? Let me pin this. I'm definitely going to add you, sis. I got you. I'm adding my sister. So anyway, y'all don't really give a, y'all don't really care about a man being a millionaire or not. You care about him being able to have some sort of finances. Let's go get something to eat. Maybe have an apartment building. Some of y'all don't even give a fuck if he got an apartment building. He could be living with his mom. 28, 29, 30 years old. Not even a room, one bedroom apartment or nothing. Y'all don't care. Especially if that wood right. Stop it. Oh, you can't hear it? I don't know. Yo, can y'all hear me? Can people hear me? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna add my sister on here. Give me a few more. Let me get a little bit more up in here. Y'all know that. It's not about money. It's about what this person sparks in you. That's what it's about. And then is this person hungry enough to maintain stability for us? And then I can do my part to maintain stability for him. That's all it is. Look around. Look at your neighborhood. Look at all the older females in your neighborhood, young women. They all had dreams and aspirations to be models, actresses. They wanted to meet a millionaire basketball player, football player. They all wanted to be that bad B. Just look. And I'm not saying that they all not. But when you chase an image as opposed to saying, okay, guess what? This is what I have right here. This is what I got. I'm going to make this grow. Because guess what? It adds life to you instead of taking life from you. Look at most of the people that are bitter about the life that they chose and because they chasing money so much. Look at the people that are constantly talking about niggas are broke, but sleeping with broker niggas. Look at the women that sleep with these rappers. You think they giving, bro, I hung around rappers. I hung around millionaire basketball players and I got pictures and stuff to prove it. People that personally know me knows this. They don't give these girls nothing. Nothing. Drinks. And some of these females admit it. Some of them admit it. So we need to stop practicing the illusional hypergamy. Men practice hypergamy. Let me tell you, boys practice hypergamy when it comes to looks. Men practice hypergamy when it comes to stability of the mind. Just so that you know this. So if you got a dude out there and every time you turn around, he's smashing no good ass chicks that ain't doing nothing. You don't see that all they is just an argument and they don't add nothing, no value or nothing to them. Dealing with a boy. You dealing with a boy. Men practice hypergamy when it comes to peace, appreciation, and value. Do you appreciate the establishment that I established for myself? And now it can be for us. Do you appreciate the hard work that I get up every day and go to work? Do you appreciate that? Do you appreciate my security for you? My guidance? Do you appreciate that? Or I need to have a Rolls Royce or a Bentley in order for you to appreciate it. And on top of that, let me give you one even better. If I got the Rolls Royce and the Bentley, I can't even read to our kid. I'm going to pay a tutor to do it. I'm going to pay this. This is why if you look at money, black people don't have generational money. That shit ain't got nothing to do with us having money. We can get money. We don't have generational money because we don't pass down the same generational practices when it comes down to work ethic. Simple as that. So let me add this sister on here because this I've been definitely wanting to go live with this. You know what I mean? She was the only one that literally answered the question when I asked her how did the eukaryotic cell get here, and I said years out. She hit it right on the nail. So I did send you the request. I did send you the request. All right, let me see who this is. All right, now listen. You asking me to add you, right? If you're not a female, we're gonna have an issue. I'm sending it to you, sister. Hold on, let me send it to you again. They funny as shit. I keep sending it to you. Yo, they mad. Oh, here we go.
What's good?
All right, hold on. I just told you, my man, that I wasn't adding no males up here. That you was listening to my video the whole time. And I told you that I wasn't adding no males up here. And you still went on and just was like, keep saying add me. You ain't now hold on. Now let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Did I disrespect you? Or you just kind of like disrespect me?
No, I clicked add when you first started the video. You said you wanted to talk to people. Then you wanted to specify women. That was after I already said add me.
All right, my brother. Not a problem. Listen, you know what? Guess what? I'll take ownership for that. But listen, bro, I'll come back to you. But I just want to talk to some females because this is for a female. This is the.
They ain't even trying to talk. The Bible says that 10 women will bake in one oven in the day that we living in. That's what the Bible says. When you ask why 12-to-1 the ratio, the gonna be like this. The Bible says this.
I can't hear. Your phone was breaking up. What'd you say?
I said the Bible says that 10 women will bake in one oven in the last day. That's 10 women for one man. That's what the Bible says in the book of Revelations.
Oh, I agree with that. I totally agree with that. But see, I'm just saying, I'm just trying to get a better. Oh, here she go. Come on, you got to come down, bro. You got to come down. I'll pull you back up here. But let the sister come up here. I banged with this sister. And I'm not saying I don't vibe with you, but I got you. I know your name. So when you quit the thing, I'm going to pull you right back up.
Okay.
Peace, family.
All right, you got to step down, bro. All right, there we go. Abundance to you, my sister.
Peace, abundance to y'all.
So how do you feel? How do you feel, brother? Yo, how do you feel about the question, or what was it that you wanted to talk about?
Because you're saying it's 12 women to or 12 men to or 12 women to one man, and in the U.S. alone, you're not going to find real numbers on statistics for Black people as a globe because they're globally don't call us Black people. But in the United States, you can look it up. It's 27.1 Black women. There's 19.9 Black men. Mm-hmm. That means there's only 7 million men that's able to have more than one woman. And if you add more women to one man, if one man decides to have 3 women, or more than that decides to have 3 women, that leaves even less men to have multiple women. This is in the U.S. alone.
All right, so you're telling me now. Listen, in these last days, right now, with the men, with prison, with the killing, and with the homosexual and transgender that's going on right now, you're telling me right now that it's only women are going to be left out. It's going to be more men than women on this planet. That's virtually
no. What I'm.
But no, go ahead.
All right. So, first of all, when all this stuff goes down, they're not going to be able to have anybody in prison anymore. The reason why is because when the electrical grid pops off, since it's going to overcharge the system and it's going to overcharge it, the entire prisons are ran on electrical system. All the men inside those prisons are coming out. Most of them, they're ran on electrical grid. You have to hit a buzzer to let people in. So in order to even get anyone to come in and out of those, it's on an electrical system. All those people in there are coming out. That's a surplus of men that's been locked down. They're not even counting these men in census or anything, because when you go into prison, you become a slave to the system and it takes away your name. You're just a number. So we can't even consider or count those men
Right.
Not only that,
So
when the system goes down, when the system goes down, we'll be left nothing to ourselves. We have to be our, and this goes for men and women. And this is when the thing of us finding a sister and brother. This is why I say us ourselves have to be singularly self-sufficient. Everybody, we shouldn't need to find a brother or a sister or anybody, because self-sufficiency is detrimental to life itself. Because if without that, we would not be anything, which is why the whole Charles Darwinism thing came about, because self-sufficiency. We have to thrive on our own, because we never know what can happen. Only nine whole, and you're just that one person. You have to know how to survive on your own, because you never know what can happen. I mean, anything can happen at any moment in time. So if you're not self-sufficient, how could you might not be 100% sure you're going to find someone that can help you. Me, myself, I learned, and everything my father taught me, everything my mother taught me, I taught and learned myself. I can build anything. My dad was a carpenter. He was a chef, and he did a lot of stuff. My mom's a nurse, and she's been a nurse for 20 some odd years. So I know how to mend and build things together. So this means I myself won't look for anyone else or anybody outside of myself, which is what knowing thyself is to look into yourself and understand that you are everything. There's nothing outside of us, because it's all in us. So I just can't consider the fact that we should go looking around for this. We all should be self-sufficient. That's the most important thing. We should teach our children to be self-sufficient. We shouldn't teach our children that they should be looking up to a society for everybody to do this and that for us. The reason why is because if you are out in the forest by yourself, me as a woman, I go foraging with my kids and my husband all the time. We go foraging all the time, just us.
right.
If something was to happen in the woods and something will happen to my kids and my husband, I have to be able to survive by myself, or else I'm going to die too. And I'm not, willing to die. I don't think anybody should be willing to die unless you're willing to die for a cause.
Right.
So that's my thing from the whole thing, because it's just, I feel like as a people, we have more things to worry about, which is just more self-sufficiency, because nobody's self-sufficient. Everybody depends on this system, whether it's you think that you're not and you think that you're living in nature. No, you're still depending on the system. You go to a store, you get water. You go to the store, you get everything that you get from the store. And even if you don't go to the store, unless you're completely foraging for every single thing, I mean, clothes, tools, all that, depending on the system. So
Right.
it's just.
But let me just say this to you. Let me
just
piggyback off of that. The one thing that I'm going to say to you is that I don't feel as though, I already stated this, I don't feel as though that people should go out there and go look for people to go to deal with the crisis that's heading your way. You should be already doing things as an individual. But there will be a time, because who we are as a people, I am not going to allow my brother to drown because he may have not seen what was coming, but yet he has a good heart, and he needs help getting through to the next day. And this is what I'm saying. Those that can stand alone independently, but also can lift their other brothers and sisters up. This is where I say that there is going to become, it's going to be, I can see in the Bible where it's going to be multiple women to one man, because it's going to be a point in time that things are going to calm down. And let's just say you can go outside of your neighborhood right now. As soon as you go outside, in the city, I live in the city. I go outside in the city, I can go 5 blocks. I can go 5 blocks in any direction. And every block, women are going to outnumber the males. So now let's just say after the first 90 days, the fools killed themselves and everything started to die down going into 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. People going to want to start to join around and build with one another. And women are only going to want to be around males that are builders and making calculus decisions and knows what they are doing. And more importantly, other males going to want to be around them, just like other females are going to want to be around females that know how to braid hair, know what foods to eat, know what plants to get outside, know how to forage, like you said, forage, know how to get things, the resources from the planet that they need. And what's going to happen is it's going to start to build bonds. And when it starts to build bonds, we're naturally going to outnumber, women are going to naturally outnumber us at a certain point. It's naturally going to outnumber us. But women, it's going to go back to women choosing where they want to be at.
but not in the very beginning, though. It's going to be very, very hard. It's going to be very hard. It's going to be very hard in the beginning. But I totally agree with you. I don't agree with nobody. I don't think nobody should be going out there looking for, especially at this time. I don't think you should, if they don't come to you by true divine light, somebody you just stumbled upon and y'all talking to each other and y'all click. Other than that, you out there going to clubs and going out to the mall just to go try to meet somebody. No, don't go do that. You doing wrong. You better learn learn your neighborhood. You better get a map. You better know where to get some water from. You better know what plants to get outside. You better know how to cauterize a wound or make a sling. You better know how to do those things, because there will be no hospitals. There will be no nursing facilities. And that's just, and I agree with you. I totally agree with you.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. I can't speak for the future. I'm not saying that nobody else can. I can't completely foresee everything, but so I'm not going to say that it's not going to be more women than men in the future, because I can't say. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't say. I'm not saying nobody else can say, but I mean, it's just a factor of what are we going to do, and it's just a simple thing that the whole. For instance, I'm just going to speak on this part. I know I'm all over the place, but I'm been running around. So,
cool.
Okay, so for instance, now most of the men that's in jail, and we can say this easily, are more sufficient than the men that's outside of jail, because in jail you learn to really survive on your own. They don't really have nothing. I don't know how many people are in jail. I don't know a sufficient amount, because I can't give you the number specifically right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't even do that. Me, the type of person, I wouldn't give a number if I don't have it in my head. So
right.
I just personally feel like that most of the men that comes out of jail are on jail. So with that being said, I can't completely factor it in, but even if I do factor it in, it still changes the total outcome when it comes to the number. It changes the total outcome, because it's going to add more men to the number of men that's outside of jail who don't have names, and even the people we have to even consider the people that's so-called refugees, or the people that's don't even have birth certificates, because all these census, all the numbers that they have is based on certifications that they have, that you have your name written down. So that's what they pick the numbers, and they pull those numbers. And it's just hard for me to just grasp that. I mean, maybe it's just hard for me to grasp it. Maybe that could be the case, but I just can't foresee that us as a people are just going to die off like that. I can't see it. And the reason why is because it's just simply, we'll be dead now on a greater level than we are now. And they're attacking us on a high level. So when all this stuff ends, the brutality basically ends, and it's just going to be us and ourselves, with ourselves against ourselves, basically. So
right, here's the reason why I tell you that I believe that, although I don't want to see it, nor do I don't want to see it, but I will tell you that I believe that there is going to be a significant amount of black on black crime. And what I mean by that is, the reason why I say that, I don't want to say what I mean by that. The reason why I say that is because you have a lot of black males, young males, with guns in their hands. And these black males out here are not preparing for the future. They're just preparing for the next hour. And because they're just preparing for the next hour, they're going to be reactive people. Not to mention the fact that I believe that the power is going to go down, because it has to go down. This is what people don't realize. People are like, well, the power got to go. The power has to go out. The Bible told you it's going to go out. The reason why it has to go out is because this electrical grid is no good. So anyway, the grid is going to go down, but what's also going to happen is going to be, I believe, is also going to be what you would call false flag operations, like bombs. It's going to be a lot of chaos taking place in the inner cities and outer cities. It's going to be a lot of chaos taking place, false flags, and that's going to cause even more of flight, or freeze. And when that happens, and you have immature mentally male men, high on sugar, high on all types of other paraphernalia that got them chemically imbalanced, and now they're panicking because they don't know what to do. And the first person that they see that they got and they're hungry, they're going to try to rob that person, try to go door to door.
A lot of our brothers. This is why I don't agree, this is why I don't believe that a lot. And it's not. I'm not mad. I'm not wishing this on us. I hope that it's completely different. But the way that I'm looking at it out here, especially the experience that I had in Philly 2 years ago when the police, the 911 dispatch was shut down for 3 days, and I seen his brother walk inside of the writing, and he took the stuff off the rack. And the girl was like, "You gonna pay for that?" He was like, "Ain't no fucking police around. It's my shit." And he was like, "And say something, bitch." The way he said it to her, like he was talking to a man, and this was a black man talking to a black woman. And the way he's you got to know that that scene stuck in my mind because I talk about this scene quite some time. Because when I was looking at him, I couldn't believe the fury in his eyes and the energy that he was giving off to that young lady behind the counter. I mean, literally. And that let me know that he will harm her for some food because that ain't his mother and he don't have no ties to her. I have seen brothers literally pull guns out growing up on their own mothers for drugs. My man mom, she came in his room, he was asleep one day, and she saw it, but she told the whole story, and he left. And when he came back, she found a shoebox underneath his bed. She flushed all that fucking drugs down the toilet. Now, not understanding that shit was fronted to him, and he had to give money to somebody else, and now his shit on the line. He snapped on his mom. He wanted to kill his mom, pulled a gun out on his mom. So this is the type of shit that these men out here are willing to do with police officers. Just imagine when it ain't no law and they ain't got no full bellies. They ain't got their cigarettes. They ain't got their sugar, their number one drug, the sugar and the sodas and the chips and all that shit. When they ain't got that and they thinking, oh, I'm going to die from starvation. I got a gun in my hand and I'm going to die from starvation. That's a fool. I'm going to go take me something. And I don't knock them for thinking like that. I really don't. So
yeah, I don't understand. I respect that. It's I just, I'm the type of person that I could agree to disagree. So, and I'm not saying that I 100% disagree with everything you say. It's just, what I'm saying. So, and I can respect everything that you're saying too. So, it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just my viewpoint on us. It's hard for me to see us like that. It's hard. And I could say, okay, it's not completely like that because I can understand in the 1804 revolution with Haiti, we got rid of our people that looked like us but wasn't acting like us. So I can see that, and I can see that reality. I can understand that. I can. So I'm not going to knock that. It's hard to picture. Maybe that's my it's hard for me to picture us like that. And I could say maybe that's the fault for me because it's just, naturally, we're not those kind of beings unless the society that we are in the condition, like for instance, in a cultural cognitive science, neuroscience, they talk about, your culture, the surrounding that you raise in is the reason for certain things.
Culture genetics.
So because of that, it's you can't stop what's already embedded in someone's brain. But for the society that's upcoming after, then things can change for them.
Absolutely. That's why the one thing I tell people is please study neurology. You know what I mean? Your brain is the number one thing because it creates all physical functions. It creates your physical reality, your brain. So once you understand how the functionalities of different parts of your brain and how they keep these portions of the brain from working with units working in unison with one another, then we will be better as a species. Because I really strongly believe that those that are eating healthy right now, those that are like thinking and speaking like you and your husband, like those that are moving like that, I believe that we're going to be okay. I believe that I strongly believe everybody's going to be in darkness, but everybody's not going to experience the darkness the same. That's the thing. So I truly believe that it's a reason for the people. I don't like to say that we just chosen by the universe because we chose ourselves. You understand? I don't like to just say like we just put it all on that because we have to have some sort of divine There was things that transpired in our lives that led us up to the point that where we are right now to see what's happening and be a beacon of light for our people. So I truly believe that, you know, we're gonna persevere through this, but it's going to be, and the reason why I feel like it's going to be such a dark time is because the fact that we turn our back on our children. See, you know, my daughter is cool, my son is cool, but that's just not our responsibility. See, every ant believes that every black ant believes every black ant is each other's responsibility. Every honeybee believes every honeybee is each other's responsibility. Every elephant believes every elephant is each other's responsibility. And if people don't believe that, you can go on National Geographic right now and you can pull up elephant stranded and was protected by a male elephant. That wasn't his baby, but it looked just like him. And that motherfucker came over and told all the lions, he chased away all the lions. And and the baby stayed with him. And that's just being real. So I truly believe we will definitely persevere. And I thank you, sister, for coming up here. I hear your husband in the background. Abundance and gratitude to you too for sharing,
peace, man. What's
sharing
up?
your life, man. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I just want to say I appreciate you and your message. I started following you just a couple years ago, and I was like, this is great. He's a really great guy. I've done my own research.
Mm-hmm.
I study psychology. I study neurology.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been telling her, whenever you speak on a situation with, hold on, man, I want you to see my face. We got to see each other, so I don't really like being.
No, I know y'all was with the family. Y'all was moving around. I already knew that. I knew that.
Yeah,
I understood that.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Respect.
But I'm 26 years old. See, the only thing that gets me about the generational curse thing is that whenever we see it, we know it's there, but we don't try to actually take care of it. We just sit there and we just be like, oh, we're gonna teach them this way, we're gonna teach them this way.
Yep.
And my parents, my mom, she didn't work. My dad, he worked, and he took care, but he taught me how to, work. He taught me how to create. He taught me how to garden. So when it comes to just the basic, simple things in life, I know how to do, And so you always talk about how we lack creativity, and that is so true, because we'll sit there and we'll see somebody else create something, and then we'll get mad at them because we feel like, oh, they should, or that they owe us something, and because we didn't create that thing, and we think, oh, no, we gotta go get them. And so, and well, after the 80s, when they brought crack and all that over here, and all that and stuff, and it was a real big deal, because that's when all the gay shit came in. That's when you speak from, the brain point of view, when you speak, thank you, appreciate it. When you speak from how everything is working, and I'm still I'm still in my journey with research and everything. I'm just so when it comes to like all our revolutionaries like Dr. Umar and and Neil Neil Grayson, I respect all of them so much, but as a man, I gotta have myself and my family. I love my people. I love everybody though. I got love for everybody, and I don't see now when it comes to genetics, I ain't gonna lie, what they got going. I don't speak out of hatred. I don't want to speak out of hatred. I'm speaking from truth.
Right.
And and me as a prokaryotic cell, I don't sit up here and act like I'm just better than everybody.
Yes.
But if the genetics book that these people have written, and it come from us, and it come from our people, from what they got from us, they sit there and they put. But it's funny because when it talks about the eukaryotic cell part, it says you, but they don't put the U part in the prokaryotic cell. I said, these motherfuckers.
Yo, they